Hi guys, it's been a while since I've last played this. Hi honey. Yeah, you might want to see, huh? Hi all. Rouge, tail. Yeah, let's lock and load, see where we left off last time. If I could get my bearings back. Game? Hello? There we go. That was not a good transition, by the way. First day of school in autumn is always a little slow, but the first day after winter break is painful in its own special way. I don't like winter mornings. Well, Kiki, you live in a cave. That's your home. I wouldn't like winter mornings either if I lived in a cave. But being with everybody is fun, so there's really nothing wrong with school itself. What? Isn't that Angel? Sorry. Good morning, Angel. Is it you, Adele Blue? You're here on your student time. Do you bed? Sorry. Hi. Can I help you? Do you go to bed early? The twilight invades my crimson breast. I cannot expose my flesh to it for long. That means you go to bed early, right? When do you usually sleep? Before a blue tinted moon leads its wolves through the night? Early, okay. 10 p.m. Okay. Blue tinted moon. I like that. That's early. That's really early. 10 p.m. is not early, Kiki. You just don't sleep. I am bound to meet the golden winged messenger on this day. He wishes to gather from me the Vorpal souls. Vorpal souls? I probably didn't mispronounce that. That's a new one. It would take him a while to explain it if I asked, so I think I'll leave it alone. That's the Golden Weekly thing, right? So you're going to meet with Mr. Frick. Yes, Mr. Frick. That's his name now. Nishikikoji. There you go. Kikoji. It is so, and I shall gain the powers. Mr. Frick. That mysterious golden pheasant, who appeared before us on the holy battlefield on New Year's Eve. Is he really trustworthy? He seemed highly suspicious. Aren't you nervous, Angel? Could I go with you? Kiki, you don't invite yourself. Hello? Rude. Be at ease, Adalu. Some battles must be fought alone. This is the trial that those burned under the demonic scarlet eye cannot escape. Is that so? Well, if you say so, let me know if I can help you. Angel marches triumphantly into his classroom. I bet his bag is full of manga manuscripts. I'm gonna get flogged for that. Now that I think about it, he's going to show his work to an editor. It would be a little odd for a classmate to tag along. Not really. I mean, if he's nervous, I can see that. I'm worried about Mr. Pheasant, though. But it looks like he is the editor of a real magazine. I can sit this one out. Some days later. Hey, Ryota! I was thinking of eating in the cafeteria today, like you always do. When I go together, I don't have my cheats on me. I need to cheat. I need to cheat. I'd love to. Where's my cheats? Got them. Oh! Focus on stomach calls for food. Let's go. Hey. Oko. Wanna come with us, Sakia? Yes. Dude, come. Do you tell me to sit at the same table as commoners? Yes, now come. Today's when the second winter menu goes up, and the mixed bean sukiyaki udon. It's really good. It is superb and available only for a few weeks. You can't possibly attend St. Kitchen Nations and never have the sukiyaki udon. Is it truly a food of great prestige? Of such great prestige. Yes, and who doesn't think noble when they hear sukiyaki? Noble means sukiyaki, just like sukiyaki means noble. Kinky. It does not. At all. So it is a high-class dish here in Japan. It's not the one to lie to you. Don't let them lie. It's not. I suppose if all this is so, there cannot be much harm in trying it. Yay! That's Kiki being enthusiastic today. Yay! Let's hurry before they're out. Is sukiyaki really something aristocrats used to eat? I doubt it. Yum! The mixed bean sukiyaki udon here is the best. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Kiki's never had it anywhere else. I could be completely wrong. Here, let me give you some of the meat combined, if you want it. Rihanna, thank you. Are you sure? If I eat all of this, I'll take fours. If I eat all of it, take four. If I eat all of it, I'll feel sick later. How was I in theater class back in high school? Oh, right. In that case, you can have some of my beans. Here. Oh, best friend's trying to. See. So this is sukiyaki. I wonder at the undignified flavor, but it is not bad. Crunch. I'm sorry. Crunch. Good. I'm writing that down because I like that now. Not crunch, but crunch. What is this wording? Son, be careful. If you keep swallowing them whole like that, you'll choke. It would be kind of odd to ask for it in summer, but it is a little lonely only being able to eat it in January. Maybe the fact that it's seasonal makes us think it tastes better than it really does. Wow, rude. Okay, that was good, but why was there a ding? A familiar figure appears by the tableware return area. The famous eccentric Filipino banana boy. Really? Kiki, you're so mean. I'm here. I don't usually see you here. Oh, it's you, Adele Blue. His reply comes somewhat slowly. Crunch. Are you okay? You don't seem as energetic as usual. Oh, don't tell me Mr. Fresh, I forgot his name already, says something foul to you. It's okay. Don't worry, Angel. You're still in high school. If you keep working like you have been, you'll be a pro in no time, and that'll show him. Do not be anxious, I love you. The golden wing messengers shall guide me on the path to glory. The store. Travel the paths they must. He walks away, grinning happily. I'm glad things went well with Mr. Nishi. I can do this. Nishi Kikoju. Not like that. I can't. Mr. N. But go back to calling him Fresh. He looked a little pale, didn't he? So you think so too? And I've never seen him acting that tired. Me neither. Unlike me, Ryota is attentive and careful, yes he is. If he sees it too, it can't be just my imagination. Hi Breeze, how are you, my child, my sweet child? Maybe he's been staying up late working on the next issue. So literally, Breeze, you've not missed anything from last episode. Anhil went to school really early, and he went to talk with that fancy golden pheasant editor, and now he's acting weirder than normal, as in he's really tired and less energetic. And it's creeping people out. Ooh, grilled cheese sounds so good. Except I just had dinner. I had pork chops. But what kind of cheese are you grilling? What kind of bread did you grill the cheese on? Oh, and we're eating at the cafeteria with Ryota, Sakia, and Oko-san. And Yuya is looking at me. Okay, 1 week later. Wow, time skips. This second time skip. Wow, what an oversleeping. Apparently they can't spell crunch, right? It's crunch with a SH instead of a CH. Ooh, mozzarella cheese, and I'm not sure which bread. Got it. Hey, Breeze, about grammar. Wow, what an oversleeping. just gonna write that one down too. Oversleeping. What in oversleeping? This is bad. I'm late for the Sunday morning program. At least I can catch the second half of Pretty Core. Oh gosh, that's a magical girl thing. Pretty Core Okumahato. If I was by myself, I would have shouted that as the whole magical girl sequence thing happened. I would have, but I'm not by myself. What is this? Alright, just play the game, Vix. Play the game. Oh my gosh, what is this nonsense? A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Core gray. I hate this. I hate this so much. Wait, we gotta wait for the music to come back. Oh gosh, they're in color. A single flower swaying in the exhaust fumes. Core light gray. What is this? What's this magical bird thing? No more. A single flower shredded by the BB gun's rage. Or dark gray. I hate this so much. I hate it so much. Hato catch. Pretty core. Oh, God. No, don't kill me, actually. I like wood. What is this? So cute, so cute. This is not cute. This is... Never again will I do this. Hey, but we got this one too, so. It's always good once all three of them are in the fight. And the transformation scenes are so pretty. That was fun. So, oh, I skipped. So much fun, that blah blah blah. I'm awake and alive now, so it's time to go to school like a good girl. Just shut up, Breeze. Nani? Why is it dark? A rather familiar looking bird is collapsed at the foot of this. I can't flap it on heel. I don't know, you put shadow. This music is very unsettling when you're not expecting it. You put Shadow in the chat, so I don't know why you put him. And not just Shadow, but Smug Shadow. Ahil, are you okay? Did you slip? Are you a Dojiko now? That's what I feel like with that pretty core thing. Ugh. I'm done. I'll be good. I'll be good. Adele. Are you alright? Did you sprain your ankle? Wait, why did it start? Excuse me? Blood. My crimson breast. It craves blood. Be silent. Is he anemic? No, he turned vampire. Vampire? He went vampiro. Unheal. You're white as a sheet. Just say white as snow, but sure. Yeah, let's go see Shu. Oh, I have to do magical anime girl. wait, I need some. Just do the whole thing. I got you, Breeze. I hate you so much. You know what? This would be perfect. I can't believe I'm about to do this. All right, give me a stupid catchphrase, please, Breeze, and then I will continue this game. I love you, Breeze. Yeah, if I have to do it, you gotta put work into it. Just make something up. I'm glad Lyra's not here. Yeah, no, just make something up. Lyra would be the death of me if she saw this. No? Hi, Lyra. How are you? Shoot. Figglesticks. Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Momo Kun, or however you spell it. Momo Kun. Hello. Hi. I don't like you. I don't know his new catchphrase. Moe? I don't know. Moo. Oh my gosh. Hi, before we continue, I have to do a whole magical girl sequence. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, resub of 15 months. I appreciate it. How are you, Cryptic? Alright, let me do this stupid anime girl transformation. Stupid thing. I hope you guys are happy. That's my cat. Pretty good. Screaming at Unity. Oh, gotcha. Got it. Conflab it, Breeze. Moe moe. Q is how you say it, I think. Okay, moe moe. Q. Okay. Ready? Steady. I missed a phone call. I missed Xfinity's phone call. Okay. Why is Xfinity calling me? I don't have Xfinity. Excuse me. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Moe moe. Coon. There, my transformation. I hope you're happy. Where's my headphones at? I hate so much. You're welcome. He usually starts ranting about demon spores or something if he gets too close to the infirmary. So maybe it's better that he's out for now. Blah, blah. So I brought him here. Is the doctor gone? Best bird right here. Yeah. Oh, he's overseas. Hello. Oh, no more shoe. Yes, he's overseas for a week doing research. And I'm watching the shop while he's out. Didn't realize the infirmary was now a shop, but okay. Right, those two are here. I'm not a fan. Shut up, Lyra. Merry Christmas! I don't like you. The boys seem a little sluggish today. Oh, what is going on? January's almost over, after all. I think they start winding down pretty soon after Christmas. Merry Christmas! Actually, are they boys? You know, I hadn't really wondered about their gender before. Just, what are they? No, I Cryptic, I like you. I was talking about Lyra and Breeze. They always plot against me. Every single time. Every time. Could you take a look at Angel then? Or Angel's side? Isn't this just low blood pressure? It does look that way. Which isn't to say it couldn't be dangerous. Let's let him rest for a while. Oh, well, my comment still stands. I like you, so hush you. So, you know what? Shut up, Lyra. I love you guys, okay? Even if you torment me, day in and day out. Thank you for bringing him here, mon ami. Wait, just Lyra? No, Breathe, stop it. Everyone that is watching, I love you guys. I like you guys too. Even when you torment me, which then makes me a masochist because I still deal with all this nonsense. But I love and like you guys. All of you. Now I'm going to just sit. Shut up. Stop with the down. Thank you for bringing him here, mon ami. I'll be here when he wakes up. Breeze, I did that stupid anime girl magical nonsense, okay? I wouldn't have done that if I didn't like you. Thank you, Yuya. Also, Redbird. Oh, his music went bye-bye. He's been going to see that magazine editor all month. He said he was going for ordeals to show the way in times that must come. TL signed on the pen name. But why is he so weak all of a sudden? He gets so weak in the knees, he can hardly speak. He loses all control. Wait. Nothing. You missed it. Don't worry about it. Yes. Yes. Kazuaki. That is a little worrying. I know he's busy working on manuscripts, but I feel like it's still strange for him to be so weak. He was really energetic even when things were hectic before the convention. I can't believe that he gets so drained so quickly. The school does encourage independence in students, and I don't like to interfere with someone who's working hard on something. But the more and more thing Bill has, I do this. But yeah, we don't talk about that. What did you think of that golden pheasant, Tosaka? Excuse me, Mr. B, because I'm not going to say it. Why is she calling Mr. B when he says M? Excuse me? I refuse to say that name. I keep butchering it. He even remembers his name. Amazing. I only met him once at the snowboard battlefields, but my tribal instincts are telling me he's been too dangerous to get out of sight. Oh, yeah. I changed my room around again, so cat stuff. It's important. Okay. So that's why you were spelling it out. I was so confused as to why you were saying Moe. Yes, my quail instincts are telling me the same thing. Do you think you could go with Higure next time he goes to accompany Osaka? I suggested that to Anhio, but he said it was something he had to face alone. But I can't just leave leave this as it stands. I'll go undercover and tell him. You're not Yuya, who's trying to fly out of my hands. Yuya knows you stay. Just like words. Just like words, yes. Just like in a detective movie. Let me know if anything killed Kazuaki. It's been so long. It has. Oh God, how long is this story? By my title as the Apostle of the Blue Sky, of the Blue, I shall courageously tail on heel into the Golden Weekly headquarters and conduct investigations of the most corrupt nature. Also, this is new area. The building is right across from here, so there's no way I'll miss him as he's going on. Oh, there it is. Anhio enters the building, a massive manila envelope under his wing. What is this music? Is that full of comic pages? Time to go in after him. I was joking. This building is actually the secret base of an evil organization, is what I would say if it were. However, it looks perfectly normal. It looks too clean to be an editor building. Like, I don't like it. Okay, so I managed to get the game objects to word I can't pronounce without the need for an anchor. It doesn't it doesn't mean much now, but it will when I go to implement the souls. I'll be able to set the items based on individual prefab transformations. Very nice. Organization 13, yes, kind of. It looks like Castle Oblivion. Post that in Discord. Got it. I'm sorry. I apologize for reading it out loud. I'm sorry. An evil organization? Frick. No quoting Kingdom Hearts for the love of life. This is not Kingdom Hearts. This is not my friends or my power. is really quite simple. Open your heart to darkness. That is all. Let your heart and your being become darkness itself. Now I need to pay attention to what I'm typing more. I understand cryptic, trust me. I do understand that. I have to be careful when I post pictures because if I post in the wrong thing, it's bad. We'll just say it's bad. Okay, anyways, we're in Organization 13's remodel Castle Oblivion. There's a number 6, and there's a corridor to our immediate left, and then a little further down looks like there's another corridor there. There are a few birds walking around inside, but nothing suspicious. I can't imagine Mr. N fitting into such a completely ordinary looking company, really. Again, this doesn't look ordinary. There'd be some colors somewhere. Never mind the sore thumb. He must stick out like a thumb that's been nearly lost in a freak machine accident and is now attached through elaborate bandaging and a last-ditch effort to save it. Wow, rude. Yee, Mama wouldn't want her photos of Mephiles. Joke's on you. Stay right there, yeah. Joke's on you. I need to draw more Mephiles pictures. So, wow, he's bright. Yep, he stands out. Hello. I'm so glad you can make it today. I've been waiting for you. No, I wasn't supposed to do any voice acting even though it's terrible, but no. Indeed, it is time for us to carve out a new creation under the... I'm sorry? I'm going to say auspices, even though that's not how you pronounce it. The auspices of the spirit of reason. Thank you for taking me out. That way I don't have to worry about playing this game anymore. I shall see you guys again. Virgo, Virgo. Oh, I'm still here though. Pickles. Okay. Yay, I won! Cryptic wins. Hey, Cryptic, now you get to take over and play this game for me. Okay. Indeed, it is time for us to carve out a new creation under the auspices of the spirit of reason, Golden Winged Messenger. Yes! Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Of course. Let us engage in creative acts fueled by the finest substance of our imagination. That sounds creepy. I have secured a special room for our meeting today as well. This way, if you please. Unheal, you are a young teenage bird. Don't follow the grown man. I don't take that out of context either, please. The incredibly conspicuous golden pheasant and the similarly conspicuous bleeding heart dove disappear into a door at the end of the excessively ordinary hallway. That's not ordinary because it's too bland. Their conversation just now didn't sound at all suspicious, but my dangerous sense is tingling. Here, tingle with me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm spitting all over the place too. After them. Wow, that was quick. This is the room. Nani? Giggity. You know what? I got you. Give me a long second. A really, really long second though. Like a really, really, really long second. If I could Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I just want to hear the giggly part.
Sign a petition to overturn Mayor West's ban on gay marriage. Gay marriage? Ah, come on. Two halves can't make a whole without a hole. Giggity, 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 giggity. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah. Walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah. Ting tang. Walla walla bing bang.
Oh, oh, there you go. I just wanted the giggly part. Not the whole shebling. I can't tell you what a shebling is, by the way. There's a light on above the door. Shut up. Don't pull a Waluigi ladder. Stop it. Hold on a second. It says. Okay, so when that popped up, why did Yuya's plush like literally just tip tip over? Like I didn't even move him, and he just tipped over. I swear, Yuya, if you're like connected to the game, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be very upset. Operating. This is a publisher's office, right? He's having flashbacks. Aw. You know, he. Wow. Not a hospital. What? What? No one answers me. In any case, Anhale's in danger. Enough sneaking. It's time for actions. Loud ones. Pull the fire alarm. Coming through. In the very unmeaning room, room RNG. In the very unmeaning room like room RNG, unconscious, and what is it now? The operation is in progress. Didn't you see the sign outside? Flashy pheasant drawing blood. Wow. Okay. What are you doing? You're not drawing any. You're not drawing any manga at all. You're just drawing blood. We're in the midst of a grand creative act. It does. A beautiful artwork, fashioned of his blood and mine. I like how that's just my reaction. It's just, like, sir, don't mix each other's blood, please. Like, don't have yours in the tube and his in the tube and decide to make some blood babies. I just realized what I said. Okay, shut up. Saying creepy stuff like that while draining away somebody's lifeblood is an awful lot like a certain fluffy hectic. Can't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom. Release him now, or I'll take him by force. Oh my, how gallant. Would you be his sweetheart then? No. Tori, you're like this height and she's a human. I'm trying to kick you. You'll probably fly away, but still she'll try to kick you. No. We two are linked by the karma of our previous lives, a disaster of the soul. I see your worldview is every bit as unique as his. Birds of a feather, eh? I had thought your face was familiar. We have met before, yes? Sir, she is a human. She is not bird. Also, it looks like you're balding on the side right here. I'm just saying, it looks balding right here. Gonna be honest again, it's a got it, thank you. Someone said it. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you. I thought your face was familiar. Have we met before? We have met before. Yes. So you will be taking him home, then? And if I were to say no? with this music. Yeah. Think I can't do anything because I'm just a human girl, do you? Plenty of people have regretted that before you. Hmm. Take this! Acrobatic starlight kick. I'm not doing sound effects on it. Kiki, no. Oh my, isn't that dangerous? You've knocked a hole in the floor, young lady. I'd rather think a direct hint might leave my beautiful plumage disgracefully singed, and I can't speak. He dodged it? He's a bird. Birds are good at dodging, Kiki. What the heck? I would die in old age or a young age because of her. Break his neck and rip out his throat with your teeth. Arr. Wait, no, not you yet. Shut up, not you yet. He's in better shape than the aforementioned fluffy heretic. It's the first trick they teach you in basic. Fight, 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 fight. I feel no artistry in you, but your physical ability holds value. It is beautiful. Thus the flamboyant heretic happily praises me. We're having whatever kind of bird this is tonight. He's a pheasant. Pheasants are actually really delicious. Oh, stop. I'll blush. Wait, no! I freaking cannot with this game. I am Kiki of St. Pigeon Nations. I will defeat you and bring my classmate back with me. Gallant indeed. Someone just get slaps? Prepare yourself for the words. Take 5. Prepare yourself for the end, Mr. B. Right? Bishi Kikoji. Kikoji. There you go. Bishi Kikoji. Nailed it. Ellipses. Did you just call me Bishi Kikoji? Did I? Maybe I did? Geez, between you and Mr. Nanaki, a girl just can't get away with a little slip of the tongue around here. And I believe this is the second time you have done so, is it not? Mr. B, wait, no, I mean Mr. N's cheerful tone of voice is suddenly gone. His words now barely audible. This must be what they call the calm before the storm. You are still a child, so perhaps you do not know. Do you understand what a serious offense it is to misspeak someone's name? Excuse me, this is what this whole dialogue is doing to me. It's making me belch. I'm sorry. Particularly my name. My my name is special. Because I am special. 10 out of 4, thank you. It is the only name of its kind. Nishikikoji Tori. This is the worst affront imaginable. Oh, thank you. Did the music just die on me? Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we broke the music. Yay! Did I not tell you I would make you wish you had never crawled your miserable way into this world if you misspoke it again? First time I heard of it. I can barely remember my own name. Did you expect me to remember your... I hear it, Cryptic. I hear you. A flash fills the room as he shouts. Yeah. Nani? What's happening? I swear if he looks like... Oh. Hello. Whoa. Bruh. I can't do... Mind you, I'm sleeping... I'm sleeping? Yes, I'm sleeping on like 5 hours of being awake. He did a thing. The room's all messed up. What'd he do that for? Forget that. How is it on heal? Good thing I got on heal and got out of the way. Okay, there you go. I could have been vaporized. He better not have transformed on me. Thunder? Thunder, rain, and lightning. Hey, if I hear or see any of those 3 words, I'm singing, okay? You can't expect me not to sing with those words there. Kamikaze? Rain and lightning, danger, water rising, clamor, sirens wailing. It's such a bad sign. Ow! My foot. What happened to my foot? Okay. Okay, I scared me. Because I saw my face like pop back into the screen and I didn't know what that was. Thunder and lightning. That can't be it. Some sort of laser weapon? Oh. I thought he transformed. I'm disappointed. I would rather you did not think of it as some lowly laser beam. Pew pew! Nishikikuji, Masterpiece X768, Optical Ordnance, Imaginal Ray. Why? Why is it so long? The name. Why is the name so long? Gonna fix that right now. Hi, Shadow. So the editor, that flamboyant, flashy yellow pheasant, has actually been draining blood out of Unheal. We saw what he was doing, came in, and now we're having an anime battle with him. And he pulled out a laser. Warning, singing this song may result to bodily harm. But no bodily fluids will be exposed. I mean, hi Shadow, how are you? This is the ultimate weapon, utilizing young Higure's unique physical properties. I'm sorry? Is it not beautiful? And Higo's physical properties? He must be talking about that. What is that? That thing where he draws other people into his fantasies when he gets excited. See? I said it before she did. There are 2 birds attached to... I'm sorry? What is this? This must violate some sort of basic avian rights. I suppose this is the first Ray's. This is the Ray's first introduction. Why is Ray capitalized? Like seriously, why is the R in Ray capitalized? Very well, I shall explain, but I don't want an explanation. The pheasant inflates his chest and begins his lecture. He was angry up until a minute ago, but now he's talking about his creation. He seems pretty happy. Is his personality that simple? I mean, he's all about himself. When does a villain not like talking about themselves? Just when? I don't know. The factor behind Higure's ability to draw those around him into mass hallucinations is abundant in his blood. In other words, with his blood, anyone can have the same power. And so, it came to me to try intensifying an already powerful fantasy and converting it into energy for a weapon most doomous. I'm writing it down. I like that word. Doomous. But you have to say it with that tone of voice. Doomous. Why am I shivering? Hey, you guys want to shiver? I'll make you guys shiver too. What people on this earth have the least love for in the world, and I live for the fantasies the most. Where could I find them? My research was long and arduous. I probably said that word wrong. But then I found the answer. The very best candidates were at Tokyo Big Sight. Oh, that's that's too cruel. I had to change character. How could you use yes, a people of harmless otaku as weapon to hurt others? Cruel? Whatever do you mean? Inconceivable. It cannot be? How could they not rejoice at becoming parts of my beautiful creation? Uh, I miss Shu. I do miss Shu. Also, Shadow, look, I have Yuya. I don't think you were here last time when I unboxed Yuya. They are confused paints. They're like confused. As an artist who's not really good at painting, but as an artist, how do you have confused paint? Can someone answer me that question, please? How does paint become confused? I'm yeah. I will draw Ryota. But I like Yuya. I like Yuya better. Okay, let's try this again. I miss Shu. They are like take 15. They're like confused paints, to which I have added scheme, sense, artistry. Is it not wonderful? Not really, no. Oh my frick. Pretty core Samoe. Core gray Samoe. That sounds like disgusting. What is with paint? Wait, I think this is the first time I've seen an otaku say moe in real life. Really? How's Kiki the only human in person? You know, she... Oh, were you not there for that? For the epilogue in the original game, Breeze? They explained that. They did. This weapon is useless. What good is it going to do now? We're not at war? Release those otaku. Useless. Oh, no. No. Oh no, my voice. It has a purpose. A very important one. She's a bird brain, so... Okay, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Bird brain. Oh, did they? I don't know if I was here for that. Spoilers, no spoilers. Kiki died. Remember that? But not by Shu's hand. In the actual ending, she actually did die. I'm going to use this weapon to destroy your school. Oh, go ahead, I don't care. I mean, me, not Kiki, but not. Vixen doesn't care to destroy the school. What? More specifically, what lies beneath your school? Destroy the school anyways. And one bird there in particular. Wait, what did we do? Is this revenge for your dead parents? Freaking Kiki. What the? This is not an anime trope where you can't assume everyone has dead parents, Kiki. What the heck? Wow. Okay. No. Though it is revenge. For me. Or perhaps I should call it a settlement. So it's a personal grudge then. Is that it? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to her voice, but she sounds so right? Only Disney characters can have dead parents. Yeah, even Kiki doesn't have dead parents. I don't know what's going on, But I can't just stand by now that I've heard this. I'll stop you here and now. How? How now, brown cow, Kiki? How? I'd like to see you try. Ah! I can't get close. Otaku have amazing imaginations. Truly, they do. Hi, guys. How are you, Big Bird? Oh, excuse me, you got big. I can't hug. Big hugs for everyone in the chat. Big hugs. How are you, sis? I hope you're having a good day. Evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, I'm done. It's either the parents are dead, missing, or just the worst. Yeah, they can't no one have just a regular family. People. Okay. I can see no limits to their use. Yeah! I can't fight very well while carrying on heel either, so lay him on the floor and fight. I think I might have to pull out for now. I'm not gonna say it. I will stop you, Mr. N. I will. Please, do try. I hope you can come up with something by tomorrow. Okay. Other than my finger. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your finger hurts. Don't be like me and do stupid things. It's no fun. Also, WB, cryptic WB. I have already gotten all the blood I need from Higure. None can stand in my path. Or in the path of my artistry now. I must go and sip some tea. And so I recovered on heel and fled from the Golden Weekly headquarters. Ugh. Crazy dream, huh? It was a dream? I will Rio the slap her. Slap her. Just slap her. Ow. Actually hurt. Nope, just kidding. It remains a troubling real. I miss slapping Kiki. Geez, don't confuse me like that. It looks like this is more serious than we thought. I don't think anybody would have expected to find an operation room and a giant laser in a publisher's building. I'm just glad you and Anheel are okay, Kiki. No, I'm glad Anheel's okay. Kiki needs to be slapped a third time. My hand hurts though. Forgive me. To think that my cursed blood now powers the light of dark judgment. The light of dark... Oh, sure, whatever. Why would you be donating blood at a publisher's anyway? Did you notice what was happening, Anheel? I accidentally slammed it against something at work. Oof. Hurts when I bend it. It's not broken. Or broken. That's a good thing. So, sis, if you have anything cold, like any frozen ice packs, yes, I realize that frozen and ice are the same thing. Kind of, they're both cold. Lyra, shut up! Don't you correct me. You either breeze. But if you have any ice packs, any ice, any frozen packages like frozen peas, carrots, broccoli, fruit, go ahead and ice your finger so it's not swollen. I am very glad it's not broken either. No, don't you rub me. That is not a Kiki moment. Shut up. No. See, Anheel gets me. My consciousness wandered into the great void. In other words, at the port. He'd go to a meeting, be stunned, have blood taken, and then go home feeling dazed and anemic. That's too much. Meh. Made that quad. I mean, something can be cold without being frozen. I mean, you know what? Here, have hey, be distracted. He's distracting. Wow, that's terrifying, actually. Ever heard of cold water? Shut up, Lyra. Shut up. How did you not notice? Says, should I cancel my stream because of my finger? If it hurts too much to play a game, then yeah, I would say go ahead and cancel it because you'll only agitate it more. But if you can do stuff like push buttons and it doesn't bother you too much, then go ahead and play. Whatever's most comfortable for you, that's all that matters. Also, I'm switching ears. Yes, I'm switching ears. Vixen streams wholesome content and games. Entirety of chat, your judgment. Oh, there's nothing wholesome about this game. This game is not wholesome. And, Cryptic, I don't think... Alright. Cryptic, I don't think you've seen me in my, delirious moments. Why are you telling me that? Unlike last time, I'm not hungry. Alright, that's not chicken, that's hey. I mean, but he's a chicken. He's a chicken that eats rocks. Okay. Mr. Ant said I would have to come up with something by tomorrow. I think that's when he's planning to attack. The laser at the office blasted through the floor. It was about as powerful as my starlight kick. He probably has a more powerful version prepared if he's hoping to destroy the school. Maybe play a less intensive game like Pokemon. That's pretty true. With this game, Cryptic, I lost a bet. I lost to Lyra, which is fine. But the bet was if I lost, I had to play this sequel, DLC kind of bonus part. Because normally I play... What am I playing next? I'm playing DMC next, actually. Devil May Cry. Starting with number 3, then number 1, then we're skipping number 2, then going to 4, then 5. I've never played 5, so that'll be fun. That seems likely. I tried calling the police, but they wouldn't take me seriously at all. Bro. You have to say bomb. Or gun. Not a laser. They don't respond to lasers. Calling up and saying, "Excuse me, officer, there's a comic book editor and he wants to blow up my school with a giant laser." Probably wouldn't get more than an immediate I do too. And no, I will not be playing the prequel DMC game with black hair Dante. I'm cool with the story for the most part, but all the cursing they have is I can't do it. There's like every other word. I can't do it. Cause in the demo it was black hair Dante versus I don't know what she was. And they were just dropping the F-bombs like crazy, and then she said that she was going to cut his head off and defecate inside his body. Sorry, that's gross, I know, but it's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, I don't mind the cursing either, but the amount they were doing was just, oh my gosh. Like, bro, I can't. So yeah, that game will not be played. No, not the baby fight. It was another chick. Yeah, Dante actually had to fight a pregnant woman and then a baby. It was gross. I think she was a chick. I don't know if I don't remember what she was, but nah. That baby fight was a thing. Alright, but back to this game though. I guess we'll have to defend the school ourselves. Yes, just like we had to defend Sakuya's house from a tank driven by 2 bird creatures. He fought the lady and the baby? Yes. Didn't she transform though, Cryptic? I know she was bald, like she was wearing a wig, and then she was like stupid bald, but. Aw. Look at my kitty. She's bathing. I think I'll have peach tea. Oh, wait. It looks like it. Let's have some tea and think about it. I think I'll have some peach tea. That sounds good, actually. I'm going to cancel stream tonight. Okay. Which I'd hate to do because of my stupidity. I don't have any frozen veggies, but I do have frozen fries I can eat. Yes. Go ahead and rest your hand or your finger as much as you can, goddess. And don't worry about canceling the stream. It's better for you to just rest your hands. Technically, the baby came out of her and she transformed into the... Well, if you say it like that and then remember that Mundus was doing the deed with her earlier, that is disturbing as all. I am so sorry. Let's get back to this game and not talk about that game. That game is weird. Ooh, melon soda, please. I would like the pulsating blood blessed by earth and sky, blood orange juice. Take it cryptic. You three are awfully relaxed. I mean, who is Mr. N trying to get revenge on anyway? The person that's on vacation. Since he's targeting the school, it must be a student or a teacher here, but... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a cute picture of a dove. I'm just saying. Drink in, okay? What am I drink in? Why is it just... I'm not even looking at the two birds, I'm just... Drink in. What am I drinking in? Okay, let's get back to the story, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it too much, sis. I hope you have a speedy recovery. Oh, right. Drink. See? Drink. Everyone's drinking. So you got another proposal accepted, huh? The second division sure is impressive. Ho ho, naturally. We are talking about me, after all. Oh my gosh. He's a pompous prick. I feel terrible for all the biologists here, having to work under an empty-headed bird like you. And he's an absolute prick. Okay, Tori. Back off. Hi, Shu. I can't see any reason why the biologists here would need pity from you. What's that? Who is he? One of yours? Oh, is this the first time you two have met? This is our newest friend, Issa Soma, also known as Iwamine Shu, back in his younger years. Come on, Issa, say hello to N. Okay, I posted my cancellation on Discord. Okay. Ow. No, go ahead, guys. Please get plenty of rest for your finger so it won't hurt too much later. Ellipses. I am Issa. Oh, hey! Wait, he's Isa. Just like, oh, frick. He's Isa from Kingdom Hearts. The organization. Also known as Psyx. Frick. Come on, why is Kingdom Hearts in this? We already had Castle Oblivion, now we have Psyx. No. A useless leader and researchers who don't even know how to greet their betters. The future of the biology division is the bleakest thing I have ever seen. Okay, there. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading that. I refuse to read that, Lyra. What are you talking about? This is great. He'll probably be the department head someday. I bet you two will get along just fine. Yeah, they'll get along, all right. Good enough. Ellipses. But Mama, I put it there just for you. And I did that just for you. There are hearts all around us, trying to connect. Your loneliness only made you. Oh, only made. Breaking A. She quoted Vice 3. Your loneliness only made Willie and Buzz's connection stronger. That's a heart's true nature, to never ever let go. Wherever they are, Andy and the other toys wouldn't have let go either. Why? Why do you do this to me? Mama! Mama! Stop it! You're not allowed to use that emoji on me. Mom, 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 mommy, mom, mom, mommy, mom, mom, mom. I love you, mama. I love you guys. That's what you do to me. Again? My results cannot be inferior to his. This is a dream. Just a bad dream. Issa Soma. I can never claim the spotlight as long as he is here. But I must be the best. I have already decided I must. I was worried about that feral, but he was no trouble. Our spheres of research never overlapped. Nothing good has come of Isa's taking over the division. My beautiful, glorious second optical weapons division. How can its name be so trodden to the ground? I'm sure that's the case as well. Oh, nah, I don't have favorites. Isa's origins are a mystery. Something's definitely not right here. The value they place in him must be mistaken. I'm losing my voice. Only his proposals ever get accepted. My talents will rot in his shadow. This is who I am. Not a shadow of who I am. Sorry. This tragedy reeks of deceit and intrigue. I have no wish for depravity and decay. I shall gladly leave. Was that your way of saying I quit? Please tell me that was his way of saying I quit. The next day. Bullcrap, we all know Breeze. I don't have a favorite. No, Breeze doesn't cause me headaches. But Lyra, I told you I'm a masochist. Conflabbits. I hate admitting that. Today is Mr. N's silly destroy St. Patron Nations with Giant Laser Day. It's not really that silly if it, excuse me, music? We have to protect our school. Ah! Oh! Yeah! Shut up. Shut up. Salutations, mommy. This is Sakazaki. I'm in front of the Golden Weekly HQ. Over. Over. There you go. Report situation. Everything's as you predicted. There's a giant laser inside the building. It's installed on the roof, and I think they're adjusting the aim. Take a look with the telescope. Over. They're preparing already? Where'd I put that telescope? Failure to act with speed in such a situation is... Here, use this. Here, don't... It's dangerous out there. Take the sword with you. I don't know, Breeze. Between you and Jose. Thank you. You're always so well prepared, Sakia. Let's see. The building should be over... Oh. I'm glad Ryan's not here. Oh god, they said telescope like the one you switched me. Yes. It's where do you think I got you from, Breeze? I got you from this bird city. I saved you from this bird city. You don't have to worry about going to St. Pigeon's Nations. Ah! It's huge! Oh, first we said. It appears to be charging up. What is wrong with Japan's public security forces? Why is he able to have a weapon like this? My thoughts exactly. Let me make sure I don't have to push a certain button to get the full ending. I have to push a certain button to get the full ending. Okay. Yeah. Given the size, please don't say girth. I knew it. Just for you, Cryptic. There's more than 2 balls there. He's got even more otaku hooked up than the 2 I saw yesterday. I could so make a joke on this, but I'm not going to. And I can continue it. And this is too much. If he turns the fantasies and delusions of that many otaku into powerful weapons, it might just be unstoppable. Hold on. I'm getting up in my room. Hi, Sugar. How are you? We could be obliterated at any moment. What are situations like this called again? Attention or die? Emergencies? Yeah, those! Oh my gosh, Kiki, you freaking idiot. I mean, seriously. Hey, Sugar. Oh, so fun side note, I saw an Egyptian hairless cat today. Really cute, like really cute. They don't have any hair on their bodies either. Say hi, Sugar. Can you get a wave? Probably a kiss. Kisses? Oh, okay. There we go. She's like, I was comfortable laying down inside, but it was requested. A hug was requested. Yeah, so Egyptian hairless cats are a thing. They have absolutely no fur. It's just skin, so you have to be really careful when petting them. I think they're adorable. Camel Dad, not so much. Also, Kiki's still an idiot. Yeah, those! Can't you even remember basic English terminology? Humans, I swear. No, it's Kiki, I swear. Cat fur. On my face. Anyway, we need to prepare. Aren't you on defense? Leave observation to me and return to your station. Yes, sir. Ow, frick. Ow. That's right. I have the extremely important job of defending this from whatever attack comes our way. How? He has a laser. It's plasma. I'm pretty sure plasma and solids don't do well together. Yeah, cat fur. I think I got some in my mouth too. This is a real battle. If we fail, the skull burns. All hail Iblis. My blood is boiling already. Shut up. I just got a cryptic shut Sorry. I got it out. It was right back. Okay, try this again. Tasaka, we were waiting for you. Hurry, we need to get ready. Sorry to keep you waiting. The hour of judgment draws near. We must disrupt the light of dark judgment with arcane waves. Oh my gosh, this cat fur is like kicking my face in right now. If I do this fast enough, it might come off. Whee! No. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. Sorry, again, I'm working on 5 hours of sleep, and now it's very toasty in my room. On heel, Ryota, Mr. Nanaki, and I are on defense. Time for Operation Pretty Core Shields. Freaking cannot. I think Breeze was the only one there who saw the whole Pretty Core thing, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. Not as much as I hated finding out that we ate Yuya in the main game, in Shu's story, but I really hate that Pretty Core whole thing. Fight fire with fire and hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers with hallucinogenic Filipino dove powers. If Mr. N can power his weapon with Anhil's abilities, we can fight him off with those same abilities. If we try hard enough and oh my gosh. If we try hard enough and believe in each other, Anhil's power can make us all into I cannot. I will not. Freaking, are you kidding me? No, I wasn't even leaving for that. I was leaving because I don't want to be a magical girl. No. I don't want to do it, please. Come here, sloth. I would rather deal with Lyra's torture than this, Breeze. You may not torture me often, but when you do, it's terrible. I hate so much. I hate so much. Oh, there it goes. What was it, Moe? Wow, that's loud. What was it, Moe Q? Freaking A. I hate so much. Moe Q! I don't get paid enough for this. One. Sugar, I don't want to see you baiting yourself. I hate. Mama, like you! Yeah, that's your magical form transformation. No more. No more. I hate. Okay, Anhil's power can make us all into magical girl. Stop. I need to get rid of that sound effect thing. You're welcome. Thank you. I need that, goddess. Your sister's killing me. You ought to get a big kit hug. Okay. Oh. Why did I come at the perfect time though? I came at the perfect time. I love it. Ryota is core gray. Yep, that's his voice. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you, kid. I was not prepared for the Naki to do it either. And then I can use light core gray. Freaking. I want this episode to be over. I'm Core Dark Gray, and Anhil is the fairy who granted the pretty Core's girls their mighty powers, Haricot. I love how they spelled fairy, by the way. 10 out of 4 spelling. I've had with this game a long time ago. With the 4 of us together, we can raise a pretty core barrier to protect the school from Mr. N's nefarious plans. Are we really going to save the school with this joke? This isn't a joke. It's I'm with Rio. This is an absolute joke. This is pretty core. I'm crying. I'm not so sure, Tasaka. With a pretty core shot like that, I shall invoke the defensive rights of old. Shining pretty core field. Right. Anhil's giving it his all. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. We just have to believe in each other. Frickin' day. We can do this. No, please, no transformation. Ah, an excellent day. Hardly any clouds to obscure Japan's lovely face, and every corner and recess of Little Dove City is laid bare before me. You naughty birds. The ghosts of the past, which have pained me these long years, that... I don't want to say the words. That partridge, who was always in my way. Darn him. And the institution which let my genius wither. It is time to say farewell to them all. I shall wash them clean away, and then it will be time to step into a brand new world of imagination. A whole new world. As the sun rises above, a new... Chief Editor, sir, should we set a deadline for this year's new face award to the end of March like last year? Oh, yes. Also, we've got Takakishi Poo doing the announcement cuts, so make sure to follow up with him. Got it. Thanks, sir. Okay, you know what? That whole interruption was worth all of this nonsense I had to do. Where was I again? Anyway, this is not only revenge. This is a ceremony which I must undergo to usher my new self. Tremble, Philistines. Be awed by the artistry of my beautiful creation. Yes, I said beautiful. Shut up. I'll accept an apology in the next world. Isa Soma! It's starting! Huzzah! Oh, come on. Oh, excuse me, music. Why is the music so good in this? Come on, Anhil. Lights of magic and hope that twist throughout this world. Grant the chosen ones the power to defend this land. Pretty core, open my heart though. I freaking hate this so much. Ow, my foot. I hate it so much. I freaking hate this. Fighting evil by moonlight. Winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Pretty Core. If I didn't have to worry about like ruining my whole desk setup, I honestly would. What is that? 3 or 4 times I've gotten up already. A single flower blooming in the asphalt road. Poor gray. Freaking Anaki. A single flower swaying in the exhaust fumes. Poor light gray. Ha! Kiki doesn't get a picture. Ha! Okay, that was worth it. A single flower? What am I doing? I have to choose for a full ending. Shredded by the BB. Shredded by the BB. Shredded by the gun's rage. Core dark gray. I hate this so much. We want to become seniors here and graduates. We won't let you destroy our school. Kazumaki, yes, he's freaking real. I just finished grading the proficiency tests, and it was a lot of work. Couldn't you at least wait until after I've returned them? Oh, yes, please. Best one right there. I don't really want to think about how I did on my proficiency tests, so I guess even if the school got destroyed, it wouldn't be all that. You must not let your heart waver, Adele. What the freaking? I hate this game. I hate it. Right. I'm scared about my tests, but it would be worse to let our school be blown away. I hate. Kazumaki, yeah. Mr. N, your plot ends here. I'm really doing this though. Pretty core barrier. It's holding. We can do it. Also, why is the beam black? We can save the school. Ah, I see. You recover more remarkably. You recover rather quickly, Higure Anhio. Or perhaps you remain able to manifest illusions even when weakened. At least end the world before I finish my work, or after I turn. Yes. But did you really think I didn't have a backup plan? Not a backup plan. You know what? Yes. Did you really think I didn't have a backup pan? They're called, what are they called? The cast iron skillets. Did you really think I didn't own one? I have 3. Prepare to trigger the fan. Oh, frickin' A. Not the fangirls. Not the fangirls. What is going on? Something's happening. Tosaka! Oh, what is it? Oh, duh. Tosaka's her last name. Okay, I forgot about that. He's adding power. The second attack will come soon. Sundere Racing Dove Ukemoe. Not the cast iron skillet fangirl. Oh my, I'm done. Are you kidding? I don't even know if I would explain why I'm laughing. I don't know. Okay, so for those who don't know, I read fan fictions, and Uke and Seme are my favorite preheated. Uke and Seme are a thing where it's pretty much who is the how do I say this? Who wears the pants in the relationship is the seme, and who's not is the uke. Oh God, is that the pigeon story? Welcome in, Jose. Yes, you're in the pigeon story, and we have uke fangirl B and seme pink pelican fangirl, or uke fangirl A and fangirl B seme. I can't with this game. The first wave was just arranging shots. I've got more than just moe loving pigs, after all. They're birds, unless pigs are a nickname for pigeons. I have heard that the fantasies of fangirls is forcing. Yeah, yes they do. Hi Jose, how are you? Have a great day, night, everyone. Good night. Take your leave. It's like stop kidding. All right, fangirls are so much worse than fanboys. Look at fan art. Most of them are drawn by weird fangirls for those weird fan arts. I'm just saying. Watch him be destroyed. Pew! Hurry! We need to block it. Ugh! It's too much. Core dark gray. I can totally say that's what you said. Or no, that's what she said, but I'm not gonna. We do seem to be getting squeezed. Where's Ryan at? Where's Ryan? I can miss more birds makeup on my own time, so it's fine. Fine, have a good up. I could. They're giving me ammo, and again, I'm working out 5 hours of sleep, so. Ryan, where are you? So my evil half truly does have the power to destroy this world. We can't give up. Yes, we can. Yes. We have to defend the school. We're the only ones who can. Hey, what's up, son? Where you been at? Everything's all sparkly. Oh no. Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh, I swear, if it's a Dragon Ball Z thing where everyone give me your powers, I'm going to throw my water bottle. I swear I will. Merry Christmas! We can't get up yet. I swear I will. Now I can actually get going, but I wanted to drop by and say hello to you. Aw, thank you, Jose. It's a big hug from me to you. You know what, Cryptic? You're right. You're absolutely right. We cannot. Merry Christmas! Oh my. We have to help the pretty chorus with our miracle pigeon, right? What happens? Why am I getting... Oh, you know what? I should probably save it. I've not saved it at all. That would have sucked if I had to do all this over again. That would have been terrible. You can do it, pretty chorus. So much. Music's a bop though. I swear this better not be no DBZ nonsense. Mind you, I love DBZ. Don't give up. This is just as bad. You are pretty cool. I can hear everyone cheering us on. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna freaking cry. I hate this so much. Pretty chords are warriors of love. Their kindness makes us stronger. It's very reassuring, isn't it? No. You still resist? Pitiful. Allow me to end it for you. Remove all limiters. Output to maximum. He's tsundere and noble, so he must be the Uke. No, that would make him Seme, not Uke. Uke's on the... You dumb newbie. Everybody knows. Racing Dub X Tree Sparrow is practically canon. But butlers are so hot. Alright, talk about, oh, what is that show called? Black Butler. Black Wings, still X Pink Pelican is the best. Okay. What is this? Why is the energy converter becoming so unstable? Lyra, stop it! Stop it! No, you are not allowed. Your chat is not allowed. Your time of judgment has come. You who would have used the blood of the Crimson Angel of Judecca to state you greed. Golden Winged Messenger. Pure spirits of light, gather and strike his golden hue. Shining Pretty Core burst. Ugh! That actually hurt. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Oh, we did it. Biba, biba. Sorry. Really? Really? We did it, Angel. We deflected the otaku laser. Look, the Golden Weekly building is practically destroyed. Yes, that abominable evil has been checked. Oh, yay, their clothes are gone too, thank God. They probably won't be back in business for a little while. I wasn't sure we could do it. I'm so glad the school's okay. Okay, priorities reeled. Not mad. This was my sin. I should have realized sooner that he meant to harvest my blood for evil. Forgive me. Don't worry about it, Angel. All's well that ends, but I will slit her throat. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of Kiki. I'm so tired of her. It was Mr. Nishikikoji's fault anyway. It's wrong for an adult to go around tricking high school students like that. I'm sorry. I can't stand Kiki. This game has got me all messed up, man. Try not to get tricked by any more bad grown-ups, okay? Yes, I shall carve this lesson into my crimson chest, Sage of Nightmares. I did not account for this in my calculations. My creation was perfect. It was the materials that failed me. Not, bruh, it's not. It's your ego. Those fangirls' fantasies were dreadful. No one told me their energies would be so unharmonious. Dude, you put a group of 5 fangirls in a room from the same franchise. There might be a catfight. I'm just saying. For example, put 5 Sonic fangirls who write and draw stuff for ships in the same room. If they don't agree, there's gonna be some blood, my dude. It wouldn't have broken down if it weren't for those fangirls. Yeah. Oh well. No doubt he saw the power of my artistry. This was a declaration of war. Golden Weekly Chief Editor Tori speaking. Ah, Mr. N. Really? That was very childish and irresponsible of you. Understand? I want you to think about what you've. I'm so freaking done with her. I am done with Kiki. Why is she the main character? Shut up. Thank you. Thank you. Tori, I will give you a hug and some millet. This isn't over yet. No, it's not because Cat first stole my face. Wow, even his closing lines sound like something a movie villain would say after his evil organization is destroyed and he has no chance of winning. When did you get him to give you his number? Anyway, answer the question, Kiki. The heck? Anyway, it looks like he'll probably retreat for now. Hopefully, we won't see him again anytime soon. I guess this means your manga is back to square one, Anhil? But don't worry, I know you can do it. Be not afraid, I love you. The star that shines within my soul has not yet lost its luster. Oh, you didn't hear me say I was. You always try your best, so I'm sure you'll debut one day. Yeah, someday. And I'll be there when you do. Aw. Now then. Salutations, mon ami. Good work. Yuya, how do things look over there? I hope no one's killed. Don't worry. The building is badly damaged, but we've already extracted everyone who was kidnapped from the big site. We've got it from here. Good. Thanks, Yuya. So even that mongrel can make himself useful once in a while. Sakuya, last story, he had a sniper rifle and was shooting a tank. On your behalf. Give your brother some credit, dude. He has all sorts of shady connections, so he's really nice to have around in situations like this. Looks like everything's settled. No. Actually, who was Mr. N trying to get revenge on? No, I broke it! No. Maybe I'll call him up and ask later. Girl, he is not going to give you that info. Also, ellipses. Oh dear. Am I letting myself catch cold? Perhaps I should have brought an extra sweater. Look at me, it's a shoe whose name is really Isa. So, my ba-dum. Am I done? Fallen crowd goes absolute 0. Yay! Freaking. I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh, thank you. I was actually, I appreciate the bless you. But I would. Yeah, let me wash this story from my hands. My hands are clean from it. I was actually just reading out Shu's line, but I don't. Did I kill it? I killed it. Yes, it's over. Huzzah. Now to work on the next freaking story. I don't wanna. The day the night slept. Oh, okay. Get to the end of the 3rd episode, and then bad end, very bad end. Ooh. You know what? Let me put a poll on. Do we want to figure out where my cursor is? That's what we want to do. Cursor. There we go. Manage poll. I thought you were trying to reach through the screen. No, Cryptic. I would never do that. Not to you. I wouldn't do that to anyone in chat. To Kiki, absolutely. Okay, for 3rd segment, because I have no idea what this is about. Do you want the bad end, very bad end, very shoe? That's what it's called. Aw. Aw. Okay. Or do we want the Oh, or do we want to take advantage of Shu's weakness from the first game? So from the original, when he, on his story, when he killed us. Yeah. Do we want the very bad end or taking advantage of Shu? If I could spell Shu, that would be fantastic. That's the person who went to slit someone's. Oh, well, I mean, but that's Kiki. I hate Kiki. We all know I hate Kiki. I'm just talking about you guys. Nah, Kiki, she go burn. Okay, so let's start a new game. Sweet mother. The day the night slept, dazzling night on dreaming star, ruler of the stars, the dreaming king. Okay, it kind of sounds Kingdom Hearts-esque. The path to his kingdom quietly awakens in the sleeping night sky. We must not miss the train. Choo-choo, all aboard! Chugga, 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 chugga. We cross the glowing river. We follow the obsidian map into the world of shadows. Please enter your name. No, we're keeping that bandwagon of why I hate Kiki. I need a last name. Someone give me a last name. I need me a last name. Giggity. Gotcha. Is that how you spell it? Freaking. A scattered dream that's like a far off memory. A farm. Yes, a farm memory. That's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up, yours and mine. Kiki giggity. Yes, Kiki giggity is, or giggity Kiki is perfect. You can't tell me otherwise. It is perfection. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, do we want... I don't know what this story is. Nageki! Alright, Nageki's pulling the "you can't see me, I'm not here" thing. Okay, guess we're flipping a coin. I need to find the coin. I need to find a coin. You guys are being. No, she has to do that. No, it's not. I don't have any die. Oh man, the bad one of the three people. Wait. Wait, there's only 3 people here? I thought there were more. It says there's 7. Long Claw, please unplug yourself so I can grab a coin from you. Thank you. Okay, heads is bad ending, tails is Shu, and so it is heads. We are doing the bad ending. Ah! Okay, Longclaw, I'm gonna need you to plug yourself back up, please. Ow! Thank you. Alright. Nageki, I'm not here. You don't see me. Sorry. Sorry, I'm moving the camera, but I'm not here. Oh, wow. Okay, that was the wrong thing. It's almost the end of the year, and Nageki just came out to me. What do you... I believe I am what you would refer to as a ghost, bound to the place of my death. Oh, right, so for those who don't know, Nageki, the dove that's stuck, or the morning dove that's always in the library, had unfortunately killed himself because of reasons. Um, I am here just looking while resting my finger. It's alright, no worries. But yeah, no. In order to save lives, he killed himself because, kind of similar to Unheal's situation, he was being used to harm people. And he didn't want to do that anymore, so he, yeah. Yeah. So now his spirit is stuck in the library. And yeah, he came out and told Kiki in the main story. I think around January-ish? February, that he was a ghost. Okay, I'm gonna sign off for the night and take my degeneracy with me. Gotta focus on my program for a bit before bed. Thank you so much, Cryptic, for all the fun. Thank you for the giggity name. And I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening. Sleep well, do well on your program. In that order, yes, you have to sleep before your program. Have a good one. Okay. But yeah, that's Nageki. I believe what you call a ghost bound to the place of my death, or something like that. How long have I been rolling? Almost 2 hours. We'll do y'all do the same. So I will go for another 31 minutes and 13 seconds. Exactly. Hopefully. Wantingly. Needingly. I only ever see him in the library, but I just thought he was a shut-in. I never expected this. I've seen thousands wonder in my time, and even I'm a little surprised. Of course, he's still Nageki. It's not like we can't be together anymore. No matter who or what he is, he's still my friend. This won't change anything. You are very strange, Miss Giggity. Shouldn't you pick your friends a little more carefully? What are you talking about? I can be friends with the ghost if I want. Haven't you heard of Casper? Duh. Sorry, Nageki. That's all for today. See you all tomorrow. Half days always remind you that it's the end of the semester, huh? Indeed. There's perhaps a week left. Oh, hi, Socks. I love how you girls just take over my bed. Did my stream freeze? My video froze. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, no, it's my computer then. My computer froze. You want socks? Okay. Socks, come hither, you've been summoned. She's been summoned! Don't you fight me. Okay. Oh, Keelook. I have to scratch her or else she won't lay down. Alright, she lay down. She's so picky. Why do I have a picky cat? Okay. Indeed. There's perhaps a week left. Aw, that's so lonely. I want to stay in class 2-3 a little longer. Okasan feels lonely too. Oh, sorry. Okasan does not want to be thrown out of this classroom. Why not repeat a year if you want to stay that much? Repeating a year in high school would be a little much. You don't mind, Sakia? You don't feel sad that we might all split up at the end of the year?
Not at all.
Group mentality is for the weak. I got your number, Sakia. I guess I'm one of the weak then. I hope we all will be in the same class again next year. She'd be a sleepy girl. And a very she's doing a spa day right now. Her sister and mom are sleepy girls. With Mr. Nanaki. Well, I hope I see you all in the spring too. The year is almost over, meaning I'm almost through at the library too. I should be heading over there about now. Oh, could you wait a moment? Huh? We're not done? Sorry, I forgot to tell you all something. They'll be opening the school the night after tomorrow. Opening the school at night? Is it some sort of school-wide bravery challenge? A grand tournament of guts to close the year?
I'm sorry, Kiki, what the heck?
Perfect to make the blood boil and flesh crawl?
The heck, Kiki?
Think of memories we'll make.
I don't want to think of those memories. What is wrong with her?
Unfortunately, that's not it. It's the Astronomy Club's activity night.
Ah. Okay, thank you, Stars Club.
Meaning, the Astronomy Club used to do a lot of serious observations, but after a while their activities devolved into bonfire mixer parties. After a long and circuitous, alright, tale, they turned into a cult and worshipped the bonfire as their iblis. And the student council had to enact punitary measures. It's hashtag still Sonic Stream. They were worshipping iblis. The flame of destruction. Wait. Flame of disaster, sorry. Flame of disaster. Yes. Wow, really? Okay. My stream is not having a good day. Let me play catch up. Slow Sonic stream. Okay, if you want to hear more about their story, go buy that thing and listen to it. You know, the thing? The one that isn't out in English? Wow, way to knock on the fourth wall there. Will people even know what to buy from that description, Kiki? It's stealth marketing. Stealth marketing! Iblis is very close to chaos, so we worship him. Shut up, I forgot. Right. I did ship Chaos and Iblis, didn't I? Darn it. Dang it. Okay. It didn't sound very stealthy to me. A true samurai is never stealthy. So the Astronomy Club has started having activities again? That's right. Though Iblis is still banned. Boo. There's going to be a total lunar eclipse that night. We decided to open the roof up so everyone can see. You don't need to be a member of the Astronomy Club to come. Everyone's welcome. A total lunar eclipse? That sounds exciting. Eclipse. Shadow's brother from the Archie comics. Yes, we are now inviting all Sonic characters when it is open to this game. Open is not the right word. Anyways, give me an inch and I will Sonic it out. Who knows when another one will happen? I think I'll go. Of course you're gonna go. I heard there's going to be a radical lunar eclipse, Nageki, on Radical Island or Radical Highway. Which one? It's a total lunar eclipse, Miss Giggity. Not a radical lunar eclipse. To Radical Highway, though. Nageki's stare is like the frigid wind of a Siberian night. Have you ever seen... Stop doing that, please. Have you ever seen one, Nageki? Wow. Okay. My internet is tripping. That's lovely. Perhaps. So if chat is saying anything, I can't see it right now. Again, internet's being stupid. I may have, or I may not have. I do not remember. I suppose he just realized he's dead a few days ago. His memory must still be foggy. Up and down and all around. They're opening the school at night the day after tomorrow, so we can see it. Okay, I could see that. I don't know what's going on with my internet, though. Wanna watch it with me, Nageki? Kiki, he can't leave the library. We could have a moon viewing party in the library. Okay, at least the moon's going to be eclipsed. Stupid. I'm not sure how much of a moon viewing party that would be. Wouldn't we have a better view from the roof anyway? Oh, yes. It's going to be open after all. But can you get out of here? If it's to the roof, then yes. Bull! Because you couldn't leave the doorway in your story. Hold it! What? Really? Are you trapped in here? Perhaps I didn't tell you. No, you didn't. I can't leave the library, but I can move straight up and down. And all around. To the chemistry lab directly underneath us, for instance. Mobility, vertical only. That's amazing! I'll have to train my legs so that one day I can move like that too. Breathe. You have 13 minutes left, Vix. So you'll be able to join us on the roof? Yep. Yay! That's amazing, Nageki. Really? I'm not sure I see what good it does. Just think about it. We can go sunbathing. Oh my gosh. I just want to punch her. 3 times. We can go sunbathing on the roof during lunch breaks and stuff. I'm getting really excited. I suppose so, but you're always taking naps in the library windowsill anyways. So I don't think it will be all that different. Jeez, Nageki. Isn't a change of scene supposed to be I refuse to read that. I refuse to read that. Anyways, let's watch the eclipse together. If you want to. Well, alright. Yay! Yappa! You're awfully enthusiastic. Of course I am. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh? Okay. Got a TSA. Please be aware, this episode contains spoiler for the... Stop doing that! For the Unigami Clan by Yokomizu Seishi. Okay? Inugami. Dog God Clan, okay? If you're reading it or plan to read it, you may want to wait until after that to play this game. Yasu did it. Nani? Otherwise, enjoy the ride. Okay, that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. The promised night of the total lunar eclipse. And not a cloud in the sky. As I'm looking at
clouds in the sky. Perfect for a moon viewing party. I'm not sure exactly a moon, if I don't quit saying moon viewing party, but I'm glad it's clear. The weather report said it might get cloudy after all. Again, I am looking at clouds in the sky. Are you all daft? It's cold up here, so make sure to stay warm, everyone. I see you even brought a blanket, sir. Yes, this blanket always helps me relax. Wake up, you fool. Aren't you supposed to be the chaperone? Sakya, you can't call a teacher a fool, no matter how much you may want to. Calling a teacher a fool is a no-no. Looks like the regular crew is all here. Oh, okay, everything's choppy too. Choppy, get thee away, get thee hence. Meeting up in school at night like this is so exciting. It is a full moon. Okasan's bestial heritage awakens. Can you feel your inner bestial inner selves calling Kiki? Nageki? Wait. How do you see Nageki? Only Kiki saw Nageki. I'm confused. No one was supposed to see Nageki except for Kiki. I can't. Okasan might gather instincts. Looking at you, I almost wonder if there really was a time when humans ruled the earth, Miss Katie. Wow. Nageki, humans were not like Kiki. Ever. Okasan thinks Kiki is probably not a human. No, I am a human. She's a something. Can the others even see him? Okasan doesn't seem to be having any trouble. I've heard that animals can see ghosts, so maybe the same is true about older breeds? Right, Okasan is clearly the animal out of the entire group. What about Ryota? Oh, hi Nageki. How does everyone see Nageki? I thought you only ever showed up in the library. Indeed. He can see him just fine. Maybe Ryota and I are in tune with the paranormal. Sakya? Ellipses. Is there really someone there? Yep. You can't see him? Kind of skinny morning dove? I am not surprised. Most birds haven't paid attention to me until now. I am not sure I believe it. Is this a joke? No. Though if it were, I bet you'd fall for it completely. Only birds who are pure of heart can see him. Oh God, no. I can't do this game too much longer tonight. I'm gonna freaking lose my stuff. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna freaking lose it. Hello, Kasan, who's pure? What? Do you mean to mock me, filthy mongrel? Ah, jeez, don't fight, you two. Lyra, don't you do it. Do not. Do not. Also, 11 more, if I get 11 more followers, we will have that Bob Ross stream. Not screen, but stream. Hey. And I will wear an afro while doing Bob Ross painting. Deaths aren't usually nocturnal, are they? Why do they all have so much energy? And then there's these two. I'm not, to be honest. Even I find that dumb. Right? Ah, these two have too much energy as well. I had hoped they would calm down once Christmas was past, but it would seem that they become excited in response to any sort of special event. Doctor, you're here to see the eclipse too? I suppose I am. It is certainly an interesting phenomenon, and these two insisted on seeing it. Merry Christmas! It's hide and seek. Mr. Moon is playing hide and seek. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. Well, everyone seems to be having fun. It's almost midnight. Look at the sky. Look at the sky, everyone. I forgot who I was being at the moment. It should start soon. Nageki! Nageki! It's starting! You don't need to shout. I can hear you perfectly well. You'll bother the neighbors. Okay. Frickin' Nageki gets it. Oh! It's the middle of the night. No, duh, you dingus. Kazuaki just said it's almost midnight. I hate her. I hate her so much. I do. Nageki? Can I sit next to you? Strangler. Go ahead. I can't tell if his feathers are warm or cold. Lyra, why am I still playing this game? At this point, I'm just playing for the OST. I don't know why I'm playing this game still. I can't stand her. I can't stand her so much. No. No. I do not love this game. Some of the characters cool. Some of the characters are really cool, but hi Wa, thank you for the 15 months. How are you, buddy? Also here, have a metal hug. Ah, metal, 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 metal. Hi Wa. All the birds and Kiki the human are on the roof at midnight going to watch a lunar eclipse. And there's my cue. Okay, 11 more minutes and then I'm calling it quits. 2.5 hour stream. That's what this is going to be. Okay. She can't tell if a dead bird's also a ghost bird. If his feathers are warm or cold. I want to slap her so much. I can barely even tell that I'm touching them at all. I hate her. I hate her so much. It could just be my imagination. Why am I playing this game? But sitting here gazing up at the night sky, he looks happier than usual. Seeing his face makes me... I'm not reading that. This must all be my imagination. The eclipse is starting. 10 minutes is too long. 10 minutes is way too long. Why are we in a train? I can see no one else is on the train. It is very quiet. Is this the last train? It's dark. Duh, it's dark outside. It's past midnight, you dingus. I look up and address the dove leaning his head out the window opposite. Don't stick your head out too far, Nageki. I won't. It looks so strange outside. What are those lights flowing by? Are we next to a river? Oh, is this after she's dead? I think so. The river of stars, that is. This is after she's dead. Is it? I don't know. I've been going through without Wi-Fi since evening, and when I woke up, I found it's still no Wi-Fi, so it'd be like that. Oh no, can't join Tails in his All-Star. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Lyra. Oh, I hope your Wi-Fi comes back soon, buddy. Please tell me this is after Kiki's dead, please. And that sounds so mean, I know, but I can't stand the girl. The Milky Way. What are they doing in space? Those are the stars you see. Oh, so that's it. I see blue stars and green ones in all colors. There are indeed a great variety. that legit a compass, though? Nageki takes a black planisphere out from somewhere and points at it. I'm lost. We're here. Near Cygnus. Cygnus? Is that a constellation? That's right. Maybe you know it as a swan? That does not look like a swan. Oh, yes! Of course she would. So Cygnus is the swan? I never knew. The bright one we just passed is Deneb. I think we'll see Alberio in a few minutes. Okay, so they were just looking at the lunar eclipse, and then the next thing we have are, please let her be dead, 2 ghosts in a train riding through the stars. Okay. You know a lot, Nageki. I was always told that every hunter-gatherer needs to be able to find Polaris. But other than that, I don't know any of them. Kiki, the bird, lived in a library after he became a ghost. If we passed its tail and are nearing the head, we must be traveling from north to south. But the swan is a summer constellation. It's a little early for us to be seeing it from the northern hemisphere. It's still the 3rd semester after all. Wait, Nageki? When did we get onto this train? Thank you. Who knows? Where are we going? I don't know. And the train is going through outer space? Larry, can I slap her, please? Please, please, please. Please, please let me slap her again. I need to slap her. Thank you. Sonic is looking at me, judging me, and pointing at me. I know, I'm sorry. This game does this to me. It would seem so. What do I do? We're finally... We're finally on a date in outer space, and I forgot my spacesuit. I want to kill her. Wait, no, she's already dead. Darn it. Double slap for you, Lyra. What will happen if I go into a vacuum without a spacesuit on? Oh my gosh. Will I explode? You won't explode, you stupid woman. You would suffocate from not being able to breathe. But you're a ghost. Oh. This is torture. This is 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. This is absolute torture. The window's been open the entire time. Close it, Nageki. Oh my gosh. Before we explode. Calm down, Miss Giggity. Giggity. It's all right. That is probably. This is probably just a dream. Please let her be dead. A dream? That's right. Nageki can move vertically, but he still can't leave the school. There's no way we could be on the train together. What were we doing? Astronomy. Oh, right. We were watching the eclipse on the roof with everyone. Does this mean we fell asleep in the middle of the eclipse? Perhaps. It's a little, it's a little bit cliche, but you could try pinching your cheek. Oh, yes! Ellipses? It doesn't hurt. It feels kind of unsatisfying. Please let her be dead. I feel the same way as always. But if you don't feel normal, this must be a dream. I see. Huh, that's too bad. Going on the trip with you would be so much fun, but it's just a dream. Please let her be dead. I don't mind if it is. He can come to it. He continues staring out the window at the pale stars. Wouldn't the stars be bright? I'm just asking, wouldn't they be bright? He seems more open than usual. I guess he's right. We should enjoy ourselves, even if it is just a dream. 3 minutes. We will be checking tickets now. Please have them ready as the conductor comes by. Howdy there. Please show me your tickets. The conductor appears without a sound. I never felt him coming. He's as good as the doctor. Wait, have I met you somewhere before? Could be. I see too many people every day to know. And my voice keeps changing like it always do. Mm-hmm. You know what? No, he's gonna be Black Death. Mm-hmm. I really feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Maybe it's just a coincidence? Anyway, tickets please. Tickets? Tickets? You mean we need to pay to ride the train even though it's a dream? Oh. I see you have the Scorpion Flame, sir. The Planisphere gets you on for free. Mm-hmm. Wow. You get a free ride in the Geki? I don't remember getting this anywhere. Of course not. The Scorpion Flame is a treasure passed down only to the chosen ones. Mm-hmm. Space can be a dangerous place for someone without one of those. Take good care of it. You hear? Never, ever, ever give it to anyone, no matter how they ask. Alright. It is a far cry from what a middle schooler might use in a science fair project. It looks antique and valuable. The stars aren't printed on the surface and instead glitter almost with their own light. It does. It really does look like the oh my gosh, is it the one that killed me when I first played the game? The first ending I got. Is this a heartless crow? Are those real gemstones? And you, miss? You don't have a Planisphere, do you? I need to pay a fare too? Of course you do. Only the ones with a Planisphere get on for free. What a financial troubling dream. What do I do? Do I have anything I can use as a ticket? Here! Bob White Luck. Sorry for never ending, for never showing up the murder murder of Sonic Discord, but from how it looked along and how I've been told you did. Don't worry, we still need a part 2, and that's yet to be decided when it's gonna happen. Oh no punishment. The punishment is I have to play the game and voice all the characters. I'll be starting a punishment stream for me as to give me some reason to try and do better. Only if you want to, but you don't have to. But if you want to, I will try to be there when you do. Kiki, what is that? It's the fortune I drew at the Temple of the New Year's. You've been holding onto it for a while. Ah, that's the ticket for the green car. It is? You can stay here if you want, but you can move to the celebrity car. See you around. Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. What a convenient dream. Alright, place all bets. She's dead. The train will be stopping for a few minutes to wait for signals. Oh, wait, no, it's 2:30. It's 2:30. We're ending stream. I can't do this anymore. My brain is broken. Title. Alright, guys. Next week we will continue this one. And we're doing the bad ending, so huzzah on that. But, this game. I can't deal with Kiki. I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't deal with her. At least you guys got a clip from it, though. It was fun. Apparently, I'm a violent person because someone clipped me, I think Cryptic, saying I wanted to slit her throat. I'm sorry, but she just brings out the worst in me. I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry. But I do hope you guys have a very good evening or day, depending on the time of day you live. Time of day you live, yes, the place where you guys live. Who's threatening that we can raid so I can go to sleep and wash my brain? I need to wash my brain. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid cow. You know what, Lyra? Can you get that clip so when we raid cow, you can just go ahead and post it there and let him just see it. Let him see me threaten to slit her throat. Oh, I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry. Okay, or don't do it. Don't do that. That's mean, actually. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, don't do it, please. Please. We're gonna be innocent. I will be biased on my own rights with this game. I enjoy it. She just pisses me off. She does. She pisses me off so much. But hey, we did get a Yuya plush though. The lighting does no justice for him. So I will catch you guys. I'm off Wednesday through Saturday, but my aunt's coming to town, I think, all of those days, so I won't be able to stream or do anything of that sort. So if anything, I will catch you guys with part 4 on Monday, next Monday, unless something else comes up. But until then, loves, take care. I love you. Mephiles will say his bit, and I will check you later. Ta-ta. Also, the music went bye-bye. There we go.